Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm gonna follow another series from the Intel Extreme Masters. This is gonna be again from the early stages from day one. I've been checking around to see which series still haven't been covered and have VODs on YouTube, and this is one of those, at least at the moment that I'm casting it. And as you can see on the chat, they're already having fun. Basically, they're checking out some girl close to mOOnGLaDe, and well, you know both of these players, obviously. They're just having some fun. Oh, yeah, and those news, those are basically the big news last week. As you guys know, Team Liquid, well, he's not the team from HuK anymore. He signed up for Team EG, Team Evil Geniuses, and he's gonna stay in Korea, by the way, along with EGHuK, formerly known as TSL Puma, and also Greg Fields, Hydra, already stated that he will be going there as well soon, probably playing on Code A on the GSL later this year, but he's not gonna stay there. He's gonna be like staying for a couple of months and heading back home, so the only permanent residents for now will be HuK and Puma. Still, it's awesome news for Team Evil Geniuses and for the foreign scene. We're gonna have more foreigners trying their luck on the GSL, and well, it's a place to be if you want to evolve your game and be always on the top, being the king of the hill. You need to stay in Korea. South Korea is the way to go. It's pretty clear for now, though we have a very active tournament and pro gaming scene for Starcraft 2 outside of Korea. Well, the biggest amount of pro gamers is focused and concentrated there, so it's a place to go. Anyway, as you can see, the players keep going at it. Now HuK is nervous after getting so many tournaments under his belt. He's nervous. Oh my god. They want to spoon and hug and cuddle. Seriously, some bromance going on here between these two pro gamers. Just presenting the players very shortly. We're gonna have here on this bottom right position this purple Zerg going by the name of mOOnGLaDe. He's an Australian Zerg player, as you guys know. Quite a solid gamer, but I don't know. It always felt like he never showed his real potential, or if he had the potential, he never rise to the occasion and actually get some major wins that would make him get a lot of visibility on the community. Also, as you guys know, a couple of weeks ago, mOOnGLaDe parted with Team FXO, so he's not a member of Team FXO anymore. He's kinda like, I don't know, I'm not sure if he's gonna go for another pro gaming team or just get it a bit more casual. I was hoping for him to be picked up by another major team and just keep rolling. But he's gonna be facing here against this red Protoss. He's one of the major foreigners playing on the Korean pro gaming scene. Code S HuK, now EGHuK. I'm probably gonna call him Liquid HuK during this cast. Sorry to say, but I'm still not used to EGHuK. Still, he's one of the finest Protosses from the foreign scene. Has a lot of lovers, a lot of haters, a lot of fans, but he is good. He is a solid player. He committed the time and dedicated the time that he required to get on top of his game and play on the Korean standards, and he needs to be respected for that. And now we're gonna have them just facing against each other here on this best out of 3 at IEM. Taking a look at what the players are doing. Well, HuK went for that Forge Fast Expand. This map is huge, has a fairly long rush distance, so it is a good option, and he's trying to just wrap up this wall off so he doesn't get bothered or harassed anytime soon by any scouting unit or Zerglings. While on mOOnGLaDe's side, he decided to go for that spawning pool first. Already has 2 queens and then expanding on the back of it, so hopefully he won't be very delayed on the economy game compared with HuK, because as you can see, HuK has been probing like a freak, just getting a lot of probes to get that mineral line rolling, and HuK probably might be trying to get the advantage on the economy this early on the game. Oh my god, here they come again. They're still on about the girl. But I'm sorry, I can't even comment properly. Can't even cast this properly. But like I was saying, HuK is going for this 2 base play. He has some defenses for now. It's only this photon cannon, but he'll be able to land more if required. And this kind of build will allow him to just develop his game and branch out with several options. It can go for very heavy gateway play, decide to go for Stargates and so on. There's plenty of options for him to go for. The economy will be healthy and solid for him to pump out quite a menacing army. And as you can see, we have mOOnGLaDe just saying, okay, so you fast expanded, I'm gonna grab a third, and there it is, a very fast third here on this north position, and like this is gonna try to keep ahead on the economy. Both players already trying to saturate their mineral lines on the natural expo. 31 against 34, so actually HuK even has more workers than the Zerg player. Pretty impressive, and both of them just boosting ahead their economy. Oh, this overlords, you get a lot of them getting placed on this little bit here, and some players just hate to have the overlord there. It's kind of complicated to detect him, but doesn't seem to be the case. Pervert, okay. Oh, this just makes me laugh. Meanwhile, the epic battle between the probe and the Zerg ensues here. They still on hot pursuit for like, what, 5 minutes now? Let's see if he gets intercepted. No, there's a Stalker showing up here on the Natural Expo from a mOOnGLaDe. Well, this single Stalker won't be able to do much. He's just trying to poke and prod, I guess. A Queen coming out to try to fend it off, while I was taking a look at the economy from both players, 40 versus 38. Now mOOnGLaDe just exploding on the drone count and just leading the way by a little bit. There's not much of a difference there on the economy. And let me take a look inside HuK's base. Oh, he's getting what? 1, 2, 3, 4 more gateways there with a 5th one, and trying to clear his path to have like some sort of gap to get his units in and out of his Natural Expo. So 5 gateways for now. I wonder if he's going to plan to try to make some push out of 6 or 7 gateways since he's so close to it. And meanwhile, we do have these Zerglings approaching the Stalker, and they're going to start chewing this Stalker down. Easy peasy if this Stalker doesn't decide to head back home, but with some proper micro, he's just poking and prodding at all of these Zerglings. And meanwhile, we can witness that apparently there's like a proxy pylon getting established on that north position. Ooh, this Stalker was close. He's still safe with only 4 HP. But like I was saying, I was taking a look at this little dot. There it is. Pylon being landed here probably will allow HuK to warp in some units. I wonder if he already spotted that base. Well, not yet. He didn't even spotted the creep, so I'm pretty sure that he's just trying to anticipate some sort of move northwards by mOOnGLaDe. And here he goes, spotting those workers, also getting now finally the probe here on the creep. It's pretty obvious the base is here. I'm not even sure if he didn't spotted the drones moving up and down going north to this base, and like that just finding out about that the base was there. But he's sending warping in 5 zealots into this base. There's not much of a defense here at the moment, as you can see. Meanwhile, surrounding that proxy pylon, trying to finish it off, while this Zealot force tries to slice and dice some of the workers, but is met up by a Queen and plenty of roaches now showing up. So I guess that this assault won't be the most profitable one ever by HuK, with plenty of roaches now showing up and thwarting the aggression, at the same time finishing off that pylon. And HuK has been working pretty hard on his pylon placement. As you can see, second proxy here is gonna get destroyed now, and meanwhile we have mOOnGLaDe just racking up the roach count. He has plenty of roaches on his main base, trying to teching up, getting it to the lair tech. There's the Roach Warden working on his upgrades, both players actually doing the same, trying to upgrade and get a solid sturdy army, with now mOOnGLaDe going for a second hatchery on his Natural Expo. So macro hatch rolling here. I guess he's just once away of spending all of those resources that he's stacking up out of 3 bases. He can make like a massive army quite quickly as a Zerg player. And HuK going for the third as well, clearing the rocks here on the bottom, with mOOnGLaDe actually doing the same, but it will be his 4th. And with HuK working out of 3 bases, this is really menacing. You cannot let the Protoss player unchecked this long. I guess that mOOnGLaDe should consider starting to advance and apply some pressure, because HuK is just massing up the unit count, getting a big menacing force. And meanwhile inside his base, let me take a look. Any signs of tech? No, doesn't seem like it. Plenty of gateways. He's getting basically a solid unit composition for now, a solid army to withstand any pressure that mOOnGLaDe might throw his way. And mOOnGLaDe, well, he has a million roaches, as you can see. Let's take a look at the units here. So 26 roaches, 10 Zerglings, 11 Stalkers, 8 sentries. This is gonna be nasty. And we do have those Zerglings arriving here on the 3rd base, so I guess we're gonna have some sort of skirmish happening here. I can see that big purple line heading there on the minimap, trying to advance to this 3rd base, but no, apparently mOOnGLaDe decided to pull back once more. I'm sorry for taking the HP bars off, but I'm gonna try to keep them to a minimum so it doesn't lag my game too much. I know my PC is just Jurassic, it's the way things are, but still I'm gonna try to show them for selected units. It's probably the way for me to go, just requires a bit more of attention on my side. I'll try to do my best. And mOOnGLaDe going for that 4th base, with here on HuK's side, Blink going on, weapons level 2, getting a second forge, so double forge rolling, and Templar Archives. Pretty interesting here. I'm getting to like this. Let me take a look. There it is, Templar Archives. Twilight Council rolling here on his third base. Not sure if this would be the best placement. It's kind of vulnerable at the moment, but hey, HuK knows best. He has a plan, and there it is. The EGHuK robotics facility. Oh my god, I was reading his chat. Now he's going on about some suit, guys. Someone with a suit is showing up close to him and he doesn't like it, or he's feeling uncomfortable. He's gonna take his focus off the game. And here we go, we're gonna have some sort of battle here with all of these stalkers meeting up the roaches, and there's an observer keeping tabs on everything going on this middle of the map. With, again, they're gonna be meeting up. Nice blink there, instantly going away the moment the roaches would be in range to start spewing some acid onto those stalkers. Now getting a nice blast there, killing at least 2 or 3 stalkers, and at the same time trying to get HuK pushed back into his bases. Doesn't seem to be the case. They're basically fighting over this Xel'Naga watchtower, and doesn't seem like HuK is willing to go away that easy. He's on 1-0 on the upgrades, as you can see, 0-0-1, and these roaches, they're on 1-0 as well. So balanced on the upgrades for now. A queen even coming up to help out getting this observer down. Where's the... oh, there's the overseer. Meanwhile, the battle ensues here in the middle of the map. This small army is battling out stalkers versus roaches. Quite balanced, quite even for now, and also there's plenty of overlords there, with the stalkers trying probably to avoid entering the creep. They might be afraid that some big Zergling wave might arrive there from the back of mOOnGLaDe's base. At the same time, as you can see on the upgrades, we do have armor level 1, weapons level 2. Oh, I think they're trying to shoot down... oh, they shot down a lot of those overlords. But like I was saying, they're working on the upgrades, even shields. Nice play there by HuK. Also the armor and getting some immortals out, while we do have Burrow rolling for mOOnGLaDe. Let me take a look at the bases once more, see if I don't miss anything. If a station pit ready, also the spire, so plenty of tech path for mOOnGLaDe to take. I guess he's gonna go for plenty of infestor play, even working on a neural parasite, so a good way to face those immortals, as you might imagine, and getting a 5th base on this top north. Quite a fragile position there. It's kind of unprotected, but I guess that mOOnGLaDe will be finding a way of getting that place defended. Plenty of High Templars here, so we're gonna have Psy Storms all the way, and probably some... oh, another Overlord killed. Like I was saying, plenty of High Templars. We're probably going to have some Archons showing up later on. Archons are very effective against bio units because of the bonus damage they make, and they might be a good option to face this big roach force that mOOnGLaDe has been massing up, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see. I know that Archons mixed up with High Templars, it's going to be a very menacing force. And for now, they still battle through this mid area of the map, and still trying to gain control over this Xel'Naga watchtower. An Overseer just hanging here, no one has actually control, and I guess the Overseer is going to get shot once more. Oh, he's trying to run away, but not possible there. Shot down. Taking a look once more here on HuK's side, his 4th base is getting rolling here. Pylons, is there any kind of static defense? Not for now. A lot of roaches advancing once more, backed up by infestors. And here comes the Roach Force, plenty of them, with the 200 army for HuK and the 200 army for mOOnGLaDe. Well, actually mOOnGLaDe is on 199, but you guys know what I mean. And here they come, this big massive Roach Force trying to advance, force field play, containing the movements from the roaches, and nice neural parasite, dragging all of those immortals, trying to get them killed, and whoa, some massive aggression going on here. Psy Storms on top with feedbacks on those infestors, and also the force fields containing the movements from the roaches. The roaches basically got grinded down so badly that mOOnGLaDe will have to retreat from this offensive that he was attempting. Even with the neural parasites, even gaining control over those immortals on the early stages of that push, it wasn't enough. He was able to destroy most of the immortal force by pulling them close to the roaches and shooting them down with the neural parasite, but not even close. And now we're going to have HuK advancing once more with a lot of hallucinated Colossus. Will he be focusing his fire on the Colossus? This is not going to be good. The forces from mOOnGLaDe trying to get a very massive concave here. Look at how long this concave of roaches is, and also with the neural parasites trying to gain control over the key units, but this didn't went very well for HuK. HuK forcing to retreat this time after that first win on that first battle, that first big encounter. Now it's time for mOOnGLaDe to destroy the forces from HuK and forcing HuK to run back home, trying to reinforce once more this small group of roaches. No chance there, burrowing, trying to save them. Also tunneling claws already available, as you guys can check. So meaning that these roaches will be quite intimidating for the late game. They're all trying to regenerate while burrowing and walking back, and now more roaches coming out. As you can see on the production tabs, 5 more roaches, 3 more infestors coming out, and 12 zealots for HuK. So seems like that HuK will be trying to mix it up a little bit more. He's been fairly heavy on the stalker count, 28 stalkers, 12 zealots, 2 immortals, against 47 roaches, 6 infestors, 3 queens, and only 1 zergling. This 1 zergling, I'm not even used to this. But yeah, mOOnGLaDe just heading this way. No more teching up. I was wondering if he would be going for the hive tech, but not for now. And with the bulk of the forces from HuK going all the way up north, I guess they're trying to check out how far did the mOOnGLaDe already expanded. And seems like the roach force, meanwhile, is going to advance towards this entrance that gives access to the Natural Expo. And third, my god, so many roaches. My computer even cries handling all of these roaches. Oh, intercepted so many probes there with a nice fungal growth, grinding down all of those forces, and now facing the immortal force. Archon's trying to just blast away with that splash damage onto the roaches, and now focusing the fire on that photon cannon with zealots with charge coming up, trying to defend against the roach force. But this is a major force here by mOOnGLaDe, and forced to bring his units that were all up north, all of his stalker squadron coming from the north, trying to defend, but no way. Still mOOnGLaDe pulling ahead, focusing the fire on that forge, destroyed forge, and now the remaining forces from mOOnGLaDe will probably be forced to pull away, to run away before they get destroyed. We have plenty of charge lots here. Also those stalkers helping out destroying the remaining forces. And meanwhile, we do notice that on that top north position we have more aggression going on. I'm trying to follow it on the pip screen, but well, it's not that easy. I'm trying to follow this small force here by mOOnGLaDe getting destroyed by HuK, with more roaches showing up, backed up by some infestors, focusing the fire on the units and forcing him to run away. But like I was trying to comment on, HuK placed a lot of pylons here, so he's going to be able to warp in units and go directly to destroy this base, this 4th base from mOOnGLaDe. And at the same time, he did an assault here that you guys could follow on the pip screen that destroyed the 5th base from mOOnGLaDe. On the economy, as you can see, mOOnGLaDe is thriving. Basically, HuK is starting to suffer from having all of his mineral lines quite drained. As you can see, this one's still rolling, this one here still okay, finally transferring a lot of workers there. As you guys know, he got most of his worker force, the probes that were destined to play on that fourth mineral line, got intercepted and fungal growth, so meaning that there wasn't any workers getting minerals from that mineral line. And meanwhile, mOOnGLaDe is just committed to this big roach force. As you can see, 2 roaches advancing once more towards the stalker force. I don't think there's enough stalkers here, to be honest. He's trying to retreat once more. The stalkers upgrades are at the moment on 322. Impressive upgrades here. HuK has been working like a mental man, like mad, on his upgrades, and here comes the roach force once more, trying to advance towards the Archon. Psi storms going down by those High Templars. High Templars, how's their energy? They have plenty. They're going to be able to put out some more Psi storms if the roaches attempt to approach once more. While we do face another assault with the warp in here, forcing mOOnGLaDe to cancel that expansion he was attempting to land. He was attempting to land his 5th base once more and stabilize it, but no way. With all of those zealots just roaming around there won't be a chance for him to do so. So mOOnGLaDe is actually going for the 5th base all the way on the north. You guys can check it there on the minimap. I'll show it soon enough after this battle wraps up. For now, we have a million roaches advancing here, with both players really close to have their maxed out armies. Focusing the fire on this Nexus. Boom! Nexus destroyed, and now we're gonna have a big line of stalkers trying to face the massive roach force. Roaches trying to just spew acid on everything that moves, intercepting probes, focusing the fire on all of this Archon force here on the north side of the line of the concave that HuK was trying to establish, and now stalking, pursuing those stalkers all the way up north, try to finish off the forces there. While I was trying to show that base, I think you're gonna end up going there because the units are heading that way. The roaches are just focusing their fire, with HuK just blinking away, trying to keep the distance. And as you can see, there it is, the 5th base from mOOnGLaDe, all the way up north. Try to keep it safe by having this hidden expansion on this north position, extreme north basically, and far away from everything he has, all the other bases. More zealots getting warped in, instantly destroyed. They didn't do that much damage. And I do see that at the moment HuK is resorting to get mineral lines from long distance mining, so I guess that his bases are getting really dried up. This one still has some. We're gonna have another meetup, another matchup here with the roaches once more, trying to dominate over the stalkers. Stalkers facing the roaches again here. There's been a lot of battles on this middle area. Archons and zealots showing up to back up the stalker force, and now it's time for mOOnGLaDe to run away, because he has a lot of units here, and those Archons with splash damage and bonus towards bio units will be able to grind down these roaches quite easily. Meanwhile, the bulk of the forces from mOOnGLaDe arriving here on these long distance mining probes close to the 3rd base from mOOnGLaDe and just destroying everything, while you can follow again on the pip the assault on that 5th base on the top north of the map. Now the roaches just arriving here. There's not enough resistance, not even close. Focusing the fire on this nexus once more. Will the forces from HuK be able to arrive in time? No. Snipe nexus. There goes the forge. There goes the robotics facility. Huge battle ensuing here, with HuK losing his base once more, and all the roaches retreating up after this guerrilla tactics. Also, we did have mOOnGLaDe losing his 5th base here, and again he's gonna go for another 5th or 6th, I don't know, you guys call it whatever you want, another hatchery on this position where he already had his base landed twice. This is going to be his 3rd attempt of stabilizing a 5th base here, but the fact is, at the moment we have a 5 base mOOnGLaDe facing against, let me take a look, against a 4 base HuK, a 3 base HuK, because he just got sniped that one, and I'm pretty sure that might show here on the economy. Actually still quite balanced, 57 against 51. Big assault again in the middle of the map. Jesus, this has been just completely relentless and restless battle here, with a lot of psi storms ensuing. And notice the roaches trying to burrow and escape, but there's no chance there. Nice feedbacks on those infestors, trying to keep them at bay. Oh, huge psi storms right on top of all of those roaches. Two neural parasites coming out to help out, getting control over those Archons, but no, there's way too many Archons, and all of the Archons are just chewing away through this roach force. There's basically not much left of the army that mOOnGLaDe had, like what, a minute ago, and still on the supply, as you can see, 155 against 103. Look at how fast mOOnGLaDe is capable of replenishing his army with more and more roaches. 2 roaches facing the units here. 3 stalkers there, quite impressive. So very good on the upgrades HuK, but now he's suffering on his economy, I would say so. He's playing still, he has 2 bases, and here comes again the assault with all the roaches advancing towards HuK's forces, getting a very large concave, focusing the fire on all of those stalkers and the Archons. Those Archons were pulverized with just a single spew of all of those acid from those roaches. And again, I think it's the 3rd time this is going on. The zealots showing up here, starting to stab to death this hatchery, and once more, well, mOOnGLaDe won't be able to expand and to benefit from this mineral line. Now, taking a look at the mineral lines from HuK, let me just see these roaches arriving here. They're going to be able to finish off these zealots quite quickly, I would say. And, oh, we're going to have another small skirmish force advancing here. Plenty of stalkers advancing into the creep. He needs to be careful, because mOOnGLaDe has a big roach force coming again, backed up by infestors, as you can see, and forcing HuK to GG out of the match. Whoa, this was actually fairly fast GG. I was wondering if you would try to resist. As you can see, I was trying to take a look at the bases from HuK. Solid and healthy mineral line here. This one was pretty decent, but he got it sniped. Still, he didn't lose those 2 tech buildings, not bad at all. And here on mOOnGLaDe's side, he had this one, and he was attempting to get this one, but got like eliminated, destroyed 3 times. And there were, I don't know, he felt a bit even out on the economy, or at least there would be chances to come back. But it is true that there on the supply there's a massive difference, and on the army count, 63 roaches. It's a lot of roaches. So yeah, just disregard what I was telling you. Never mind that. Clearly, mOOnGLaDe had 63 roaches to just decide to go and start trampling all over the HuK's bases, and well, I don't think that HuK had anything to defend against it. 2 Archons, 9 Stalkers, 6 Zealots. It's not even close to 63 roaches and 7 Infestors. Well played, impressive play by mOOnGLaDe, defeating HuK, another sign of the quality of his gaming that, well, you don't see that often, like I was saying on when this game started, on the early stages of this game, and he was actually preparing to get some Broodlords out, it seems. His Greater Spire was almost getting morphed, almost finished, but well, not needed, and well, there it is, game 1 done. Being this a best out of 3, let's go for game 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See y'all later, have fun.